Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to today's live reading of A Blind Curve by S.N. McKibben, presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Join me. Day 1, 5:14 p.m. 3 months is both enough time and not enough time to fall in love. Or maybe it's not enough time to say the words, I love you. On one hand, I wanted to shout my feelings from the rooftop of Jake's rig, Tabasco, but I didn't dare. On the other hand, things would be so much easier if I was straight, or he was straight. My driving partner, my boyfriend, and the man I loved sat in the passenger side of his '89 Peterbilt. The rig had the look and character of a famous '80s cartoon. You still doing okay? Jake looked over at me. It's only been 6 hours. I smiled back at him. We're almost to our destination. I'm fine. The click, click, click of dog claws echoed on the metal floor, and a white muzzle popped up between us. Mimi was a pure white Korean Jindo. 7 days was all it took for her to paw her way into my heart. I couldn't bring myself to trust dogs other than her, though. She was special, just like her owner. Woo, 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 Mimi sang. Jake turned to her and ruffled Mimi's fuzzy head. We're almost there, sweetheart. I promise. We'll go for a run soon. Then Jake smiled, and it took every bit of training not to stare at him, not to take my eyes off the road. Jake was a blonde, blue-eyed, Aryan masterpiece. Masterpiece. I was just Dan Perry, the average run-of-the-mill, sort of Hispanic, sort of Irish, mistaken for white, vaquero. I could have gone on never knowing about the demisexual part of myself if we had never met. But the trucking industry is not that large, and those that didn't know my partner knew of him. He didn't exactly keep it a secret about his sexuality. In fact, before we ever formally met, I had observed him holding on to the back bars of a parked trailer while getting plowed by some bear of a man. As the other guy had rocked back and forth into him, Jake had met my eyes, and I hadn't been able to look anywhere else. From that day forward, I'd been doomed. Don't worry, Mimi, I gave her a quick pat. Otherwise, she might just nose my wrist for acknowledgement. I wouldn't want my cute-as-a-button puppy to think I was ignoring her. So much had happened in just the past few months that I didn't recognize the person I'd been. I'd gone from a hater, spitting racial slurs at Jake, to screwing his brains out. From dog wary to loving Jake's purebred white mutt, Mimi. The past quarter, we'd been driving together as a team across the country, and I'd loved every moment. Well, except for times like this while driving a 12-ton semi-tractor during fall weather and rush hour traffic. The wipers streaked water and bugs on the windshield. Fresh rain slicked the I-95 as we approached New York. Every job had its share of stress, I suppose. The only consolation was the view. Elm trees lined both sides of the four-lane route like a procession ushering drivers into the state. Clouds radiated the sunset in red tones, fading to a blue hues. Combined with good music filling the cab, it made a man happy to be alive.